Next fight's going to be a heavily damaged fight. I'm going to go ahead and put in a grain. I'm going to run back up to Muramasa, replenish all my items, all my incendiary shurikens on the grain I just used, switch over to incendiary shurikens, and let's get ready for the next fight. Next fight is wide open arena with mages, IS ninjas, and gray ninjas, and they come at you in swarms. What I like to do is start off the fight by doing a flying swallow, Izuna drop, and taking out the mage. Now, if you have really good reflexes and keep an eye out and don't have any liquor in your system, then you can actually focus on all the mages, take out all the mages first. But I pretty quickly realized that was a bad idea. Now, anytime you see red essence, use it to your advantage. Go ahead and use Wind Nimpo. The Wind Nimpo is the most valuable Nimpo on this level. But I decided to not take advantage of it. We're just going to start chaining Talfoot UTs and ETs. Virtually every time I jump, I'm going to toss an incendiary shuriken. Not only will it stun enemies, but if it hits a mage, it'll stop them from doing their magic projectile attack. So it makes it really, ouch, that hurt. They love to grab you just as you're coming out of your UTs. You have a little bit of time when you can't move, and they will grab you. And the other thing to be very, very, very careful about is watch out for any D-limb mages. They really suck, and they do a huge amount of damage when they jump up from underground and they do their suicide attack. So be careful. And then again, I'm doing a pretty decent job of doing Tonfa UTs. Couple of ways to set up your UTs. You can jump, toss incendiary shuriken, and do it on landing. You can jump and do a wind path, and then wind path off an enemy's head and do it on landing. Or you can do X plus A, Y, and do the Heavenly Justice cancel. Or you don't have to do X plus A, you can do a regular jump. For me, with the enemies swarming you, I use the X plus A, so I just let the computer tell me where the nearest enemy is. Okay, now we got these guys down. There's no more left. Didn't suffer too much damage. Didn't need to use any Nimpo. So to me, that's good enough. Let's go back and save and prepare for the next set of fights. Now, I like to use this save statue up here until we get to the Resetsus, because I want to make sure I have full health for the Resetsu Brawl. So for every fight up until then that I want to save, I'm going to run back up here and save in this area. And of course, there's a Muramasa right there, so I can go ahead and replenish all my incendiary shurikens. Like I said, I got so much essence, I can use incendiary shurikens pretty much as I want to for this first part of the chapter. Alright, the next fight coming up is going to be the same fight that was in the claw room in chapter 2. I'm going to do it a little bit differently because I can in this room. I'm going to run in here, I'm going to spawn the fight, I'm going to jump out, toss incendiary shurikens to delimb a few of them, and then I'm going to fight them out in the courtyard. And the reason I can do this because in chapter 2 in the courtyard there was the Rod of Trials fight. And in this case it's backwards, and so I've already have a couple of them delimbed. They're still in the claw room and they're delimbed, so it's going to take them a lot longer to get to me. That way I'm not facing nearly as many at one shot. Now I've got the Dragon Sword out just because it's fun to use. You can use whatever weapon you feel most comfortable with. Now you can see I'm not doing Izuna drops. I'm jumping around as much as possible, and I'm trying to avoid their armor explosion throw. And I've missed several of them already just because I've been jumping around and not doing Izuna drops. Now if you're right next to a ninja, make sure you do not do one. If there's no other ninjas anywhere near you, Izuna drops should be fine, just be careful. Right there, wall jump X, and then you can do an on-landing Y, which is one of my favorite wall attack moves. Okay, now I lost a little bit of health there. Not a huge deal, but I'm going to go on to the next fight. I'm going to show you how to take care of the archers nice and easily. The archers spawn right here, jump down, and from this area they can't hit you. Might as well just pull out your bow and take them out. There's usually 3, sometimes I've actually had 4, but in this case I believe there's 3, and I took them out right there. Okay, now that the archers are gone, let's go prepare for the next set of fights. You can see them jumping in the background. I got my Tonfa equipped. I'm going to equip my incendiary shurikens. We're going to do a wind nimpo here. It's going to take out 8 ninjas. It's going to give me time. It's going to give me essence. I'm going to jump back in this area and just start charging a UT. Now, in this area, it's nice because it forces the ninjas to be all together, so your UT will take out many with one UT. In fact, you'll take out at least 2, if not more, per UT. Jump, toss incendiary shurikens, onlining, and do your next UT. I think right there I took out 4 ninjas with that UT. Makes it easy, and like I was telling you, now see that save right there? Save it before the Resetsu fight. Go back up to the save above. You want your health maxed out for the Resetsu fight. Anyways, like I was telling you, you have 3 free Ninpo to use. So use them wisely. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in a Devil Mushroom. I don't need to. I just wasn't thinking, and I put it in out of habit to make sure I'm completely stocked out. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going up and using this save. And yes, I know my health is low, but the next few fights are not very challenging. I shouldn't need much more health. And I'm going to go back, completely restock at Muramasa, make sure I buy that extra mushroom that I just used, and buy incendiary shurikens. I'm going to end the video here. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in Chapter 11, Part B.